switch off. Audible? Hello. ठीक ठीक Good evening, everyone. Before we start, I would start with a prayer. I things I can and the wisdom to know we need to accept this change and move ahead. Many of you could do it. I can't see any answer. Certain thinking level, schools? How will this help our students? Together who are working doing program makes people aware of the options they have. Putting in the chat box, it's continuously moving. It may run for 1 week, it may run. The individuals can be your school students who are but am I audible to maximum? I hope so. Community outreach program can be combined with okay, so you could join hands with them and form alone, stand alone, it is called, or a joint. Individual schools need to work. Students are young in age, they're small, and age appropriate. For grade 4, if you think you're going to do something, consent, and you're going to take it to the community. So the community will volunteer your work of that's you know a little low about it. Wired so that you do your work with passion. To preserve in your children should be taken ahead. to do some community work, it should be at least feeling for it. Just to go out of the Sustainable Developmental Goals, also known as quality education, gender equality, at the same time, you are doing community in your community and make it a bigger project. For young people, this is again an program with international medal. So once the child gets this medal, Samples which I gave you, where you can make your children number of other sample activities, which we have been doing. For your new session, put in community outreach. Program at least 4 times in a year, going somewhere out. People over there also get visitors and young children. Research says that only 20% of people uh, old age home activities you can plan, sitting and going to an orphanage, doing something for the small children. Adopt a special school for helping sessions. I just want small things which were there required to be made. And then to have an interacting session first, then lot of them, but do something which is concrete. You amount of garbage that is created. So can uh, think that people fly on the historical sites? You could have an awareness for a student can be a translator, or you rake leaves. Foster a shelter animal. You will see so many animals click pictures. Your one students could click pictures and They can give free lessons to younger children. English, okay, improve their English. Plan. You could start a free library. Clean up your local park. This is something bigger children. Hello? Can, I- can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I think I logged off in between. I'm I'm audible now. How nice. So where were we? Yes, I moved my just a minute. Yeah, we were here talking about Seva. So why can't we take this and move ahead and also enjoy, right? Now I want to example. This is what I do in school. Uh, Fit India movement is there. So when that week starts, we arrange a lot of program for parents, for outsiders. Okay, program. And the last program, which is the walkathon, where all the community people who are with us join in. And it becomes a very big event and we all enjoy. And everyone waits for it to come for the next year. And it inculcates fitness in the community. This is another example down. In school, we have a lot of children who are artists, basically, who draw so well. Now, you could inculcate this value in them to draw. We tell them to draw, then we tell them to get their frames, drawing framed. If you can see these pictures, they all are black, one type of framing done. Then we are connected with an NGO which is called as Sanskriti Art. They put the exhibition of the children in nearby, in places. We go with the children to inaugurate. The session is inaugurated by children, and then whatever the people come to purchase, each frame is sold for 1,000 rupees. Out of that 1,000 rupees, 500 rupees is given back to the child, and 500 rupees is given to the NGO. So the child is also very happy who has made the frame, made the drawing, that he's got something, and the NGO people also get half of it. So we motivate children to draw more. At the same time, we motivate them also to hand over amount. Now, the pictures will out. Okay, we get them again. Again, am I lost? We display them in a school campus. So parents also buy, and when they purchase that amount, also we divide the same way. So it gives a motivation to the children. At the same time, they are helping somewhere in generating some type of income to the community, right? Yeah. So these are the learning outcomes of Seva as they are given to us. It develops life skills of self-awareness and empathy. Children develop empathy in today's world, and empathy is required the most. We all have become very insensitive to small issues, and we don't understand the other person. So empathy is something which we need to develop in our children. This help in developing creative, critical thinking skills because it makes children think how to find solution for their problem. When they see children in the community, they start thinking how lucky they are and how they can help making others more happy. They become more caring and compassionate. You somewhere are empowering them to become change makers. Somewhere you're teaching them to demonstrate fair play and non-judgmental ethical behaviors. You never know, the children whom you're giving experience today may turn out to be active leaders and initiators of change in future. So it is up to you to take this program ahead. This I don't want. It also increases the self confidence of students because every child gets her space or his space to do his work. It is out of the classroom, so removes boredom, right? Staying physically active and healthy since they're doing many things. It helps in making new friends, new connections, learning social skills, which is very, very important today, and increasing the E quotient of the students. It is okay to have a particular reaction, but you should know how to control it, right? So, all this helps to be developed in a child with community outreach programs. Since they are going out and performing, experiential learning is promoted. They actually get the first hand experience. Certification from support bodies is valuable for college entrance. When children go for community outreach program, see that they get a certificate from the wherever or the school could give, so that it helps them as an added advantage when they go in further life. It increases their communication skills. They become bold, appreciation from all around. People start talking about their good work they are doing, and sensitizes students towards others' needs. As I said, today we are become more insensitive. We are moving towards insensitivity. Community outreach program will build sensitivity in children. They will see how other children are going through a tough time and how they can help them will really make them good citizens. This is a link where you could go and click on this. You will find a number of NGOs where schools can do partnership and do community outreach programs. According to me, if you ask, you could, as a school, yourself prepare your own plan. But you want some help, you could join with these people. This is also SOS villages all over India who always need volunteers to do their work. So you could also join hands with them if you want. But when you're doing any community outreach program, see that it is near to your school and not much traveling is involved. Teach India model, I think all of us know, which is running for years together very, very successfully. They also need volunteers, so your little elder children can join them also. This is an example which I want to show. This was a program, CSR tree plantation activity conducted in 2015. Okay, we in the heart of Mumbai city we have a park which is called as Mahim Nature Park, and this park is built over a dumping ground. Okay, and it is in the center of the city. Now, since it's built on a dumping ground, the trees don't grow very tall because there are a lot of plastic bags down. So their roots gets entangled and they have a particular growth till there they grow. After that, they fall off or they die. So there is a need to grow plants again and again. So there was a session in 2015 which was last taken on a mass scale where almost 200 school children were involved, and I was also one of them with my students, and we had planted trees. And then we made a group where every year or every 6 months we try to go there and see the plants grow. So today it is almost 7 years, and the plants are grown into trees. They're huge trees. And when we meet and when we see those trees grown, it gives lots of joy. And everyone tries to plant another one next to it. So, if we do any program like this, there should be a follow up. If there is a follow up, then only there will be a meaning to your program. So, whatever program you do, involve the entire school and take it ahead every year, right? You can also have a computer training center in your school because every school has a lab, and your children could teach, outsiders, community people who want help here. This is something I want to share. Remember, everyone deserves a future. Your children studying in a good school are the privileged one. There are children in the community, there are people in the community who needs help, and every child deserves a future. So why can't you become the motivator and your children become the medium to instill and give them a good future? Instill this value in your children at a very young age that everyone deserves a future. Community outreach program is the best way to develop this value, because when children will see the other child how they are going through, your child will improve his behavior. If you do these programs in your school, behavior issues will totally be curbed. 100% you will not have behavior issues. Community outreach program provides students a bigger platform to make a real difference, because they take them, it's an experiential learning, as I said. These are two small shlokas which I always like to tell in this session. Yata bhavo tata bhavati. That means you become what you believe. Teach your children. You yourself believe that community work will help your children to become good citizens. If you have that belief, you will take it to your children. And if you take it to your children, it will, they will become, start believing, and they will become good citizens. Good qualities put their footprints everywhere. And if you become what you believe, a good citizen, everyone will talk about you, because wherever you go, you will leave your footprints. You will leave your good qualities. You will inspire other teachers to start community outreach program. And that is why it is you who are responsible today to start this program in your school. Yeah, that's what I basically had for today. Another example which I would like to give here is, when you tell your children that when they go out for community program, outreach programs, they need to, if you want them to take something, suppose you're going to a children home, tell them, get a t-shirt which they like the most. So you are teaching them to sacrifice. You're teaching them to give away something that they like the most, which was given to them by their parent. The clothes should be washed, ironed, packed in a gift wrap, and taken and given to someone who you wish to, so that they feel nice rather than just giving it off. Right? Here again, I have a story, small story to share why I am telling this. There was earthquake, Bhuj earthquake, long, long years ago, maybe 20 years ago. And after that time, I was a teacher. Okay, and we told children to get contribution, to get whatever they would like to pass on to Bhuj, the earthquake people. And after they brought, we had to sort it off. And when we were sorting out, we found that people had given even torn clothes. They had given such clothes which were not of any use. If I cannot wear something, can someone else use it? This is a value that we need to instill in our children. If I cannot wear a particular t-shirt, will it be useful for someone else? So when I give it to someone else, I have to give a good one, right? Money collection is the last thing that you should do in your school for community outreach program. There is a calamity and there is a need, then yes. Otherwise, never go in for money collection, because child is not earning. Child doesn't know giving 50 rupees means what, or going 100 rupees means what. That goes to the parent, right? So teach your children to give away what they have. Maybe you want them to share something. You could tell them, from their what you say pocket money, save 1 rupee every day. So at the end of the month, they save 30 rupees. So once they save 30 rupees, that 30 rupees could be purchased and given. But taking 30 rupees from the parent and giving it has no value to the child, because the child is nowhere involved in it, right? So plan your community outreach program in such a way that they earn points from it. I'll just stop presenting and I will come out of my screen so that I'll just come out and talk. Yeah. So that you could actually, you know, give those values to children which children would imbibe. Now, if you are going for a community outreach program, you have called children at 10 o'clock and you as a teacher reach at 10:30, which is totally wrong. You have to reach there on time so that everyone, whoever is there feels that yes, teacher has come before me. So next time when I come, I should not be late, right? So this is how we need to go ahead. If you have any questions, please ask so that I could help you out. Any, what you say, we have last 5 minutes. So any questions or something you have, I can help you out with. When you plan, again, I would like to say, we as teachers are always, what you say, running for time, right? We want to complete a portion. Children can learn what is there in the curriculum, but when you take them out, it is something that you will give them out of the box and build a lot of values to that. A simple value that can be inculcated is integrity. Integrity is doing what you are supposed to do when no one is watching you. So the first integrity comes to you. Plan your community outreach program, because neither I nor no one going to sit on your head that you have to plan it. So it is your duty to plan a community outreach program, then put it across to children, and so that children take it apart. Through these programs, you will find those children who are very quiet, who don't take part in class, will open up. They will do so many good things which you never thought these children would have been, right? So do plan community outreach program. I'm sorry, in between I think I lost the connection uh, for that, but any question if you have, please ask. Yes, any question? Any one of you, do you have, do you all take up community outreach program in your schools? Any example of community outreach program? All must be doing it to some extent, but we need to push it a little more. Thank you so much. No question? It was nice to be a part of y'all, of the Sahodaya. Any one of you could put in whether y'all do community outreach programs? Yes. The chat box keeps running so fast, you see. So we should avoid writing in the chat box too many things. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. If there are no questions, I can end the session then. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Bye to everyone. Thank you. I hope you all have put in the link and marked your attendance.